television show in which Christianity and Islam were discussed. Now I recall that on that show you had said that you don't want to hear what Paul said or the Apostle said. And you had then said on the show that Jesus was not the Son of God. Now, I would like to hear your comment on two portions of Scripture where Jesus was speaking. He asked his apostles, his disciples, who do many say that I am, I the Son of Man am? And then he says, and who does the you say that I am? So Peter stood up and said, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. And then Jesus said to him, flesh and blood has not revealed that to you, but my Father which art in heaven. That is the one portion. The other portion is on the question whether God is one. The Christian concept of that versus the wisdom concept. Jesus was asked, what is the most important commandment? And then he answered. He said, the Lord your God is one, and you must love the Lord with all your heart and so on. And then he saw further to the heart of the man who was asking him the question. And then he asked him a question. He said, who would the Christ be? Whose son would he be? And then they said, well, the son of David. So he said, but how is it then if he is to be the son of David, that in the Psalms, David called him Lord, when he said, the Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I've made your enemies. And of course we get that from Psalm 2, where we see that the Lord says to his son, sit at my right hand, and so on. If you could just answer that, please. That was to Mr. Deedat, yes.
I'm Deedat. It was to me.
That's you.
Now, the reason why I have to make doubly sure, because the references that were made by Brother Gary Miller, I had not spoken about the sonship and all that. They were at maybe the names, thinking that his name is Deedat and I'm Gary Miller. That was the reason. Right. Or you read. Now, this expression made by Peter, when Jesus asked, he said, who do you think I am? He said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. Now, this expression, Son of God, what does it mean? You see, this is not the time to debate, but I will give you an explanation since it's a question. Otherwise, I'm going to ask you and we're going to lengthen this meeting and we won't finish even until 12. Son of God, what did it mean to the Jew? Did it mean that God begot a son? How many sons does God have? We are asking our Christian brethren, how many sons has he got? And you'll get the answer, one. I says, it's unfortunate you don't know your Bible. See, God, in the Gospel of St. Luke, chapter 3, you read there the genealogy of Jesus, and it says, and Adam, the son of God. So was Adam the son of God? He must be. Then Jesus Christ, he says, all the good people, as many as are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God. Means every Tom, Dick and Harry, if you follow the will and plan of God, he is a godly person. In the language of the Jew, he is a son of God. Then you read from the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 3, it says, and the sons of God, Science von Gott, and the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them to wife all that they chose. How many did he have? Many. And when the sons of God, verse 6 now, chapter 6, came in unto the daughters of men and bore children to them, they became great men of old, men of renown. How many sons did he have? Many. In the book of Exodus, God says, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. In the book of Jeremiah, he said, Ephraim is my son, even my firstborn. In the book of Psalms, God speaks to David. He said, I will declare a decree unto thee that thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. So in the language of the Jew, in the idiom of the Jew, it means nothing more than a goodly person. As far as the Messiah is concerned, we say he was a Messiah, and Messiah doesn't mean God. Because God had Messiahs also by the tons in the Bible. You find this word Messiah in Hebrew, you apply for Cyrus, a pagan. In the book of Isaiah, God says, it is I who have surnamed thee, that thou hast not known me. Means you, a pagan, a mushrik, although you don't know me, I still call you Messiah. But the Christians have translated the word Messiah to anointed. See, wherever it suits them, they retain the word Messiah as Messiah. Whenever it suits them, they translate it as Christ. And whenever it suits them, they translate it as anointed. And you'll find this word Messiah applied to pots and pans and horns and everything. It's here in this book of mine, Christ in Islam. If you like, you can check it up. Dozens of places in the Bible where anything and everything is described as Christ, Messiah. But in your translations, the translators have deceived the people by changing, instead of retaining the word Messiah as Messiah, they would put the word anointed. So you think it's something else. But in the original, it's Messiah. In the Greek, it is Christos. What was the second question?
Psalm 110.
Oh, Psalms, yes. Now, this prophecy, if it is applied to Jesus, before he was born, this prophecy was made, that come, I will make you to sit on my right hand and make your enemies your footstool. Look, it never happened. Who are his enemies? Who are the enemies of Jesus? Anybody will tell you, the Jews. And they are strutting around in the Middle East, giving endless trouble to my people. They're making the American dog to wag, the tail. Israel is the tail and America is the dog, and whichever the tail wants, the American dog wags, moves around. It's a mighty power. 6 million Jews are dictating what to do in the Middle East. That enemy of Jesus, look, where are they? Where is Jesus? Sitting on the right hand of God. Doing what? Waiting. For what? To make his enemy's footstool. 2,000 years. You get a hot pants, you sit down one place. I'm sure some people sitting there now getting hot pants already. 2,000 years the poor man is sitting and waiting. For what? His enemy is to be made his footstool. I said, look, it doesn't apply to Jesus. It doesn't, can't. Otherwise, it's a very pitiful sight. You agree? 2,000 years a man is waiting for his enemies to be made his footstool, and they're still strutting around in the world. Pitiful.